where we flip the pancake. It should have lots of holes. We're making pancakes and caramelized apples. This is one that's come out of a pan, a nice fat one. And you want them to be golden before you, so that's this, don't wait much longer than that. That's when you flip. That one I left a bit long because I was talking to you, but it's okay. But they should be just golden. So as soon as you see the holes, you flip them. And then on the other side, because this one's quite thin, I would leave it for a few seconds because it's done. And then, okay, there we are, you see? That one's done. These are chestnut flour pancakes because gluten intolerance and all of that. And then you put enough in the pan again just to give you the size you want. These are sort of like bread plate size. I don't want them too small and not too big because they're going to have apple syrup that I'm making over there bubbling away. Caramel, apple syrup and a little bit of cinnamon. So there we are. So you can see almost immediately if you get your mixture right, and I'll put the recipe in the description, the little bubbles start to form immediately. This is as a result of the 3/4 of a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, depending on how many you're making for, of biacarb, and that provides the leavening agent. So you can hear the apples caramelizing there with the sugar. So once these holes, this time I'm going to get it right for you. Once these holes start to do all over, if you try to flip it and it's still a bit soft like this one, just loosen it up, but it's not ready yet because the holes aren't all over. And when the holes are all over again, then you're going to flip it. Chestnut flour is quite easy to find if you really have a look, just to speak to a specialty guy near you. And the lovely thing is it's got all sorts of trace elements. It's got protein in it, so it really is a great substitute flour. It's very soft, and obviously it has a tiny little bit of sweetness. You don't obviously need to add sugar. I don't add sugar to pancakes anyway, but it is literally chestnuts ground up. So there's nothing else in it. It has lots of potassium, which is great, lots of magnesium, lots of trace elements. So here we go with the flip. There we are. So it's flipped. And then once you've flipped it, you're going to put this up. Literally leave it for, count to 10 twice. So that's about 2 seconds, I think. Yeah. Anyway, you can see. If you just flip it slightly, you'll see. Okay. So this one's done too. So I'm just going to get underneath it and then I'm going to put it there. So now we've got a stack of pancakes here, to which we're going to add the apple, this lovely caramelized apple with apple slices. And there we are. And you can have a bit of cinnamon. I like to put a bit of butter to melt on it. And you've got a delicious, delicious treat. Breakfast or a treat or afternoon tea, or when you have people coming over, you can make little bite-sized ones. So there we are, lockdown kitchen out of Italy, how to make lovely gluten-free pancakes with chestnut flour. Bye for now. See you soon. Bye.